Play can make all the difference in living a great life. When it comes to playtime, it is a space where you can let go, relax, be at ease, enjoy yourself, and create. It's a space to be creative, it's a space to have fun, it's a space where you can let loose and be safe. And a lot of people don't seem to have very much fun in their lives, especially as we get older. You have responsibilities, maybe you have kids, maybe you have parents you're taking care of, maybe you have a partner, a husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it is. And a lot of these obligations seem like they are the most important things in our lives. Like, we cannot let them go. If we leave, everything's gonna fall to crap. Like, we just don't have the space to relax and be at ease and really take care of ourselves. And it's counterintuitive, but the more we can like relax and like find these moments of play and fun and just free space to exist as the people that we are, the easier it becomes to do great work and be focused and go hard in the paint and do your stuff. And so my take on play is, not only is it a safe space to learn and grow, it's a safe space to fail, to learn from that failure, and to take those learnings and apply them to your life. I'm Latia. I am a confidence coach. I like sex and attraction, whether it's how do I attract a partner, how do I attract lots of money, how do I attract that job. Like, law of attraction is my jam. Just being attractive is my jam. I don't know if you're attracted to me. If you are, thanks. If not, thanks too, because you're looking at me. And when it comes to play, I've been thinking about what am I wanting to create and how do I want to inspire people. And I've gone through, like, I guess the collection of books that I found very important and very necessary to bring with me to New York from St. Louis, and the 2 flights that I've taken and brought a lot of stuff in. And right now I'd say my top 2 books are one is definitely The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I've already mentioned it in at least 1 or 2 videos. And one that I have not mentioned but is absolutely amazing is The Good Girl's Guide to Bad Girl Sex by Dr. Barbara Keesling. So each of these books I have like different experiences with. The 7 Habits my mom got when I was in elementary school maybe, and I don't feel like she would let me read it. So I remember reading the 7 Habits for Teens, and then as soon as I was able, I like took her book, and now I have her book, and she doesn't really read all her books. So I'm like, you're not getting it back. I might get her one, but she's probably not gonna read it. It's amazing. And as I read through it, or like I skim through it, I'm like, wow, this is why I think the way I think. Like, in seeing productivity and principle living, I wanted to be that type of person. I wanted to be independent before I was interdependent, and to be mature and responsible for myself, my emotions, and the way I live my life. So I love to read the 7 Habits every once in a while, like every couple years. So like I started reading it, and I got through the first chapter and I paused because I really wanted it to sink in before I moved on to the next step. And now I'm like, wait, I might need to do like double duty and like go to the second half to do the public stuff while I'm at this job where I need it, and while I refresh on my basics and really start planning my life more, doing my high performance coaching and like collaborating with that. Especially since I let someone borrow High Performance Habits, which is also a great book by Brendon Burchard, and it's like the next step of 7 Habits, where it takes it and gives you like tactical ways to like work in your everyday life and your emotions and your relationships. Like, another incredible book. And then Good Girl's Guide to Bad Girl Sex, amazing. Like, it goes over like, how do you walk as a bad girl? What does a bad girl think about? Like, how do you move your body and where do you focus your energy? And I know someone posted on Facebook recently, on one of my people I'm connected to, and she was talking about how if you focus on your back body while you're in conversation, it's vulnerable, it's submissive, you're not trying to manipulate and do. If you focus on your front, you're like, I don't know, in a vulnerable position. And I found it interesting because I was like, I kind of am aware of my spine, because I guess I'm aware of my center and my body and my general, where's Latia at when I'm in conversation. But I was like, a lot of my energy is focused on like my hips, my womb space or my tummy. It's my pussy sometimes, like it'll get tingling and I'll be like, ooh, yeah, that feels good. Like, I'm liking this. Or I'll just be like, oh my God, I'm so annoyed. I'm so bored. Like, can you shut up? Like, can you stop draining my energy? Like, I need to just leave. But this book goes over so many different facets of like, what's the difference between a good girl and a bad girl, and the difference between a bad girl and a troubled girl. Because like a bad girl is like that powerful person who walks around and you're like, oh, I notice her. Like she looks like she has it going on and she's comfortable with herself and amazing. Whereas a troubled person is someone who is over the top excessive with their sexuality. It comes from a place of wounding and trauma and is not healthy, and it's not something that you want to mimic. It's something where it's like, okay, something probably isn't right there. And I've learned that from Dr. Barbara Keesling. I actually like looked her up today because I was just like, oh my gosh, like what if I could get in touch with her? And so I sent her an email this morning and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. And I'm like, yes, I'm glad I'm looking her up more because she has so many books and so much experience. And I'm like, I feel like Sexpert is the path that I would like to take. I am thinking about the books that I've read over the years, and it's a mixture of personal development and sex, about clitoris, about sexual pleasure, how do you have like good relationships, how do you attract people, how do you have fun. Matthew Hussey, he had us a book, I can't remember the name of it right now, but I remember having it and reading it and being like, oh my gosh, this is such a great book, where it's all about if you have a great fun life, you're a train, and it's like you can get on this train or not, but like don't chase a man because you're a woman. Have fun and like live your life and value yourself first, and then people will be attracted to you. And so all of these books have like really shaped my perspective on love, relationships, being a responsible person, being an independent person. And even now I'm like, okay, I'm learning to be interdependent and rely on others, because I know that like I'm not going to be able to take myself to the highest heights on my own. I'm going to need to connect with people and feel like we're mutually benefiting, and it's a win-win instead of a lose-win or a win-lose. And they go over that in Highly 7 Habits, and it's amazing. But when it comes to play, what I really found the most powerful growing up was when I turned 18 and I was going to Agnes Scott College and I went to clubs for the first time. Those became my happy place, my fun place, and a place where I could just express myself and explore. So I would walk up to guys and be like, would you like to dance? And sometimes they'd say yes, and then I'd like dance. I'm like, oh yes, like, okay, I'm grounded in someone else's energy. I'm focused in this moment. Like, we're connected. Thank you for your energy. You can go away. Now let me like get my jam on and I dance. If I didn't find a guy to dance with, I either could think myself into it and just be like, all right, let's see, like nobody cares. You're just other people conscious. You're not self-conscious. Like nobody cares about you. Like just do you. And then sometimes I can get into it. And then other times I would just be like super awkward, like, wow, look at that guy. Oh, I wonder who he's attracted to. Oh, I wonder who's attracted to him. Oh, I wonder how the flow is. So I can be weird. My cousin once told me that I had an awkward phase, and I was like, where? Awkward phase? Me? Never. And then I was like texting a friend about that. He's like, I could see you having an awkward phase. And I was like, I mean, I am awkward, so let's be honest. I never left it. Like, I was born kind of awkward. I will always be awkward. That is just a part of who I am. And I love it because my quirky, giggle box, whatever ways are amazing to me. And I love me. And like, I know I was talking to one of my coworkers about how like I can be negative and I like going deep with people. And he's like, here's some ways that you can like talk to anybody. No music and food and like you're good. And I'm like, I get that. And I'm willing to do it. And F that. I'm not about that life. Like, if you can't hang with me, I don't need you to hang with me. Like, I would be okay. Like, I am okay sitting by myself in my room, talking to my camera, making YouTube videos over sitting in like a conversation with someone where I'm just like, oh my gosh, so boring. Like, can we just stop? Like, I've had lots of conversations with a lot of different people. And when you can like open up and share something interesting, I love it. I like can engage with a lot of people. I literally was at my sister's husband's basic military graduation, and I was going to the bathroom, and I'm literally standing in line in the bathroom, and this lady just starts talking about like, oh yeah, there's this one time I was in Germany and on this bike tour and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I don't know you and I didn't start talking to you. Why are you talking at me? And she had like a Make America Great Again hat, and she was like an older white woman. I'm like, I don't know what is going on, but like, please stop talking to me. I just wanted to go pee. I didn't need your life story. I mean, it was like interesting. I recall some of it, but I was like, what is going on? And, but I feel like when it comes to play, if you have a space where you can explore yourself, explore your preferences, explore what you like, I got a lot of no's. I've had, like, going to a club and asking I to dance. I feel like the most, like, standout no was, I was like, oh, hey, could I dance? Like, would you like to dance with me? And he was just like, and, like, walked up, like, kind of like, and, like, walked up. And I'm like, wow, I don't know why you think you're so special and great, but cool. I've had guys tell me you're not my type. I've had guys be like, you're black, so you dance really well. That was in France. That was interesting. It was like a compliment wrapped in an insult, wrapped in a stereotype. And it was just like, why can't we just have fun? But I feel like what I gained going to clubs and just looking cute and having fun and just being bold and willing to ask people for what I wanted, like, I've been rejected. I've learned how to take rejection and mostly let it roll off my shoulders, because, like, it still hurts. I'm sensitive. But I put myself out there. I can do the different things. I've learned, like, I do photo shoots as well, and I love to dress up and feel good. And I know one of the ideas that I have is around getting women to have photo shoots or doing figure drawing sessions with me, where you get an opportunity to be a muse in the center of someone's loving attention, where it's just, oh yes, that's fabulous, that's so beautiful, oh my gosh, you're a genius, like, yes, bring it, serve it, loving it, instead of, like, the usual, like, in your head anxiety. Because, like, I am so lucky and blessed. I've always loved my body. Like, I've always loved my olive oil, gangly looking, deer, like, everything. The only time I kind of somewhat feel like there are, like, little moments where I'm like, man, it would be cool if, like, my hair were longer, or if, like, I wore better clothes to dance classes, because, like, doing, like, hip-hop dance classes especially, you see, like, short, thick, curvy chicks, and, like, they wear things that are, like, cute, and they look amazing, and then, like, I tend to wear, like, track-style clothes, so I'm, like, wearing spandex shorts and, like, a tank top, and I'm like, I look extra gangly and awkward. Like, this brings out all my angles in not a good way. So it's, like, let's just have fun and, like, explore. And I also want to do, like, improvising type events where there's an opportunity to take speaking situations that you're not comfortable with and practice dealing with them. So if someone says something that makes you uncomfortable, having a safe space where you can practice having people say that to you until you're kind of, like, okay with it. Or you can practice coming up with retorts and, like, comebacks that make you feel good. So how can we, like, get comfortable engaging the world in ways where we can own our power and, like, stop feeling trapped in these scripts that we've created or learn? And so those are some of the books and things that, like, I've just done since I was a kid. So it's like, I know I have a performance coach, and it's funny because, like, her and another coach that I work with are like, oh my gosh, you're so metaphysical and you're so, like, high level, you're gonna have to, like, bring it down to a normal place. And I'm like, I get that, but it's because you're at this level too. I know I can stay at that level. I also have people that I can get, like, I'd say, like, get ratchet with, but I don't get that ratchet. I'm like, I do have, like I have standards for my communication, but it's like, I can explain, like, window functions and variables to my mom. I know how to talk to different people. I'm not a one-trick pony. I've got finesse. I'm very good at what I do, and I'm gonna keep being the wonderful person that I am, and it's gonna be so much fun. Because even though, like, part of me is, like, super excited and pumped, I can also tell that I put the brakes on myself, because, like, I could be doing so much more. Like, I could have my website up and marketing funnels and be offering my coaching, and I want to make sure that I am, like, aligned to my core mission and I am ready, and I've taken the time to really just kind of sit with what I'm creating, and I'm taking that time now. Like, work, I'm not on call, which I was on call the last few days. Jeez, that sucks. Like, if you have a job with on call, I feel for you. Ooh, may the Lord bless you and give you strength. If you don't know what it is, ooh, you so lucky. Be grateful, please. Like, just appreciate the fact that you don't have to deal with it. And I just hope that you have some kind of fun exploring your creativity, getting in touch with the divine source energy, your inner child, whatever it is that floats your boat. Because, like, the more we feel comfortable to try new things, explore, and create, the more we can be dramatic and amplify. Because abundance, to me, comes from a place of creativity and curiosity. When you are curious to know more, you know more, and that is an increase. When you are curious and you are willing to try new things, that is a place of expansion. And when you are creative and you're building something new and you're innovating and seeing things in that different way, that is such a powerful place to be in. So I hope you have fun, you explore, you read, you watch, you do whatever. I will most likely be taking like principles and lessons that I've learned from those books and others, and finding some way to craft like a very interesting like online training thingy. Not sure what it's gonna be, but I'll have fun. I hope you have fun and gain value as well, and see you next time.